entertainment, and humor. Your life every morning with Michael Patrick Shields.
This is the World Cup theme for this year. There's always a lot of music associated with the World Cup, other than that one song that, how does it go? Oe, 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 oe. There's another song, too. And anyway, we're going to have Roger Faulkner with us, my longtime friend, senior soccer advisor for Triple Sports and Entertainment. And you'll be happy to know, Nicky Hale, that Roger Faulkner was the guy who brought World Cup to Michigan. It was before you lived here. Right. But we had World Cup games at the Pontiac Silverdome, and Roger Faulkner was the guy who made that happen. And the grass was grown inside the dome, or at least grown outside and moved into the dome. And that's how he became very, very famous for pulling that off. And that grass came from, guess where? Michigan State University.
I have two comments about that. One, how can you say soccer is boring when that's a friend of yours?
I never said soccer is boring.
You said you slept through the matches. I mean, let's be honest.
You drew the conclusion that meant it was boring.
Well,
maybe I was just tired.
But anyway.
Kim Laforet knows I stay up late at night. She saw me the other night, very late at the grand opening of Copper. A couple of things I wanted to bring up here. Kim, you said that you saw a list of some hot spots to live, and Michigan is included in them?
Yes. Well, there was it's the 10 top mid-sized cities that have the good life. And I thought that was great. I thought the good life. This was a study done by Portfolio.com, which is a business website.
Yeah.
Stated that Holland, Michigan is number 6 and Ann Arbor, Michigan, number 8 as a showing healthy economies, moderate cost of living, light traffic, pleasant neighborhoods, and good schools.
The good life.
The good life.
Does it have the number one good life spot?
Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we got 2 in the top 10 then.
We do.
Ann Arbor and Holland.
Ann Arbor and Holland.
That's terrific. Speaking of the good life, how about this? Nicky Hale says the largest home in the United States is for sale.
Yes. Did you see the pictures?
No.
It's disappointing. It's huge. It has a 20-car garage. It has, I don't even know how many bathrooms. It's got all this stuff, bowling alley, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's for sale. Something like $48 million, but it's not finished.
$75 million.
Is that the one in Tampa?
As is.
Yes, in Florida.
Yeah. It's called Versailles, and
Yes.
it's owned by a timeshare tycoon, and it hit the market. 20-car garage, as you said, indoor roller rink. Everybody needs an indoor roller rink.
Correct.
Movie theater, video arcade, fitness center, baseball field, 2 tennis courts, but no carpet, no tile.
No walls.
No walls.
Yeah, right. It's not finished. You have pictures, drawings that you can look at if you want to purchase.
$75 million. It's 90,000 square feet.
Oh,
so it's
75
basically
million.
a hollow dome.
Yeah.
But it's absurd looking. It looks like a hotel. The renderings look like a hotel.
It's in Windermere. That's down the street from Tiger Woods, very near Disney World, Windermere, Florida.
Yeah, it's too big for me. I wouldn't want to clean that.
Yeah.
And also, the good life, I know you were laughing because my 2002 Buick Rendezvous with almost 200,000 miles on it, this affectionately called the Space Shuttle, has died this week. Well, it hasn't died, but it's reached a tipping point where the cost of repairs will be worth more than it's worth. So it's beached at Woods Okemos Marathon, where people are paying their last respects and having a look at a piece of history before we scuttle it.
Before you put it down.
We're not sure.
Right.
It's going to the Smithsonian, something. I don't know where it's going to end up. But so I've been hunting and pecking around, wondering what the next generation of that Buick Rendezvous would be. I will tell you this. According to the stats that we're seeing today, the sales yesterday from the auto business, get this. General Motors rose by 36% compared to last June in sales. You talk about good news for the economy. They've got Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC. Buick sales, 52.7% over last year. Buick seems to be leading the way for General Motors.
Have you seen that new LaCrosse?
Yeah.
It's
they've
everywhere.
made them quite modern. Yeah, they've made them a more modern car, and I think that's helped them because they used to be an older-looking car.
Yeah.
And they've transformed the look, and I think that's boosted their sales.
Well, we laugh about Tiger Woods, but he was their spokesperson for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's good news. Chrysler also had increased sales. They were 35% higher. And then we hear about today another Toyota recall of the Lexus cars, the fancy schmancy ones. So so I'm taking this all into account. And I've got to have a domestic vehicle. I don't really want to drive a foreign vehicle, to tell you the truth. But you have a nominee for the next generation of Buick Rendezvous for MPS.
Right. I think it would be just a little bit of change out of your pocket at the base price of $286,000. you know,
change.
I mean, that probably
What's
won't
the-
include the stereo or anything.
$286,000. What's the monthly payment?
We'd have to ask
How much
you,
down?
Yeah, that would be quite expensive. But yeah, the Bentley Continental Super Sports convertible, and it says that will put the wind in your hair.
Bentley. That's an English car. A Bentley.
It is. I had to suggest an English car, you know.
202 miles per hour it goes.
Yeah.
Can you text while driving at 202 miles per hour?
I would really doubt it. They're calling it the private bullet train.
Here's the deal. If I get a $202,000 Bentley Super Sports,
Yes.
I need to live the jet set life.
Yes.
And so to make up for the cost of that big car, apparently I'm going to have to go in the cattle car Ryanair.
Yes.
Do they really have flights for about under $10, essentially?
You know, their flights are extremely cheap anyway. A lot of their flights, this is sort of like the JetBlue of the United States. They do the flights from England to Ireland. You know, it's like the little hop. It's the hour flights. They don't do anything very long distance.
Right.
But what they're looking at doing now is taking out the back 10 rows of the airplane and putting in standing room.
Standing room.
Right.
For
yes.
less than $10.
So for £5, yes.
So that's under $10.
Now, what they're saying is it's not going to happen because of security. You know, where would you strap people in? It's not a bus. You can't just hold on to a little thing above your
Why
head.
not?
Right in a subway.
Right.
Could be stacking people in the overhead
But if you think
compartment.
about, you know, theme parks in Orlando and things that people go on the rides, they stand
do.
on them and they have them
Yep.
strapped in. I mean, maybe they'll figure something out.
Like a bicycle seat, maybe, or something like
oh,
that.
I wouldn't want that. I mean, in turbulence, that would not be fun.
Well, you know, I don't know.